My name is Kees Dorst. I was trained as an industrial designer in Delft, but I also studied philosophy in Rotterdam. Went into design practice and sort of kept thinking about it a bit too much. Kept thinking about, okay, how do designers actually think? How do they reach their concepts, their design concepts?
If you want to learn from a sector, if you really want to sort of see what a sector is thinking on its deepest level, you have to talk to the experts. And one of the things that you find is that they concentrate on the problem. Finding new approaches to problems is absolutely crucial.
When I arrived in Sydney 4.5 years ago, there was this call from the government that they wanted a Designing Out Crime Center. I thought, well, don't quite know what it is, but I know that safety and fear in society are really important issues.
We did a project in this area in Sydney. It's called King's Cross. And King's Cross is the area where young people like to go out. There's a lot of drunkenness, there always is a bit of violence. And we came up with this, okay, so the old frame is, this is a criminal problem. And what would a useful new frame be? 30,000 youngsters trying to have a good time, that's comparable to a music festival. What would you organize if you organized a music festival? So you look at the whole infrastructure. Okay, what can we actually bring to King's Cross as an area to change these kind of things? And so from that one frame of basically a metaphor of a music festival, about 30 different directions opened up and solutions just presented themselves. So yes, we've got King's Cross guides now. Another thing is temporary signage on the street, helping people just to sort of navigate that area. Using projections to really change the atmosphere in the laneways at night so that you're not all crammed into that one street.
So it's not about crime per se, but it is about improving public spaces, improving the usability of cities, so that the good things happen more, and that tends to crowd out the bad things anyway. In Designing Out Crime, you've got these projects where, say, the government and the police and everybody has been trying to solve this for a very long time, and they get to a certain point, but they never get beyond that. And that's when you need a new approach.
One of the first clients that came up to me was actually the railways, Railcorp. After 9/11, we took away all the litter bins from the station because people could put bombs in there. And we need to get these bins back. And they'd done their homework, they sort of looked at all the bins in the world, more or less. They came up with folders and folders of bins and said, can you help us choose? But what is actually the problem? Well, the problem is the false alarms, actually, because you close down the whole railway system for 3 hours to make sure that there's actually nothing wrong. So we said, okay, let's redefine this problem from, let's try to sort of create a thing where you can't put a bomb in, because you always can. If you can put a can in, you can put a bomb in. But let's find a way of creating a bin that sort of can be cleared very quickly. So this was the original design, it's sort of a half transparent thing. And you go from, say, about 3 hours to clear a station to be sure that it's safe, to about 10 minutes. These things are installed now and they're working and we're selling them all around the world. For me, the core of what design thinking should be, all has to do with creating these new approaches to problems, which is what I wanted to say.
Praise the Rasta, the King of Kings and the Lord of the Hearts.